All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Brooklyn Beats and the San Antonio Express. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen.
And right away, he lost the football. It's going the other way. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Brings up third down and 11.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And taken right at the 35. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return.
At their own 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Switch it, switch it, switch it, come on, switch it. Switch. Check 3, check 3. Check 26, check 26. Get it.
Now they try the right side here. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Stanley. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and, hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Back. Watch the edge. Rock it.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. 45. Clear. 45. Check. 45.
Here's second and 8. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Ready. 60 or. Watch tight ends right. Hey, Haywood. 40. Check.
From the gun on third down. Stanley to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The touch and time here are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Let's go. Touchdown. 57. Come on. In the face.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready. Mike 57. I'm going to run you over. I'm I'm going to run you over. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Ready, ready. 57's run. Ready. Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right.
2nd and 11. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. And they bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Gets around him. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5.
First down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. We know this offense, they're built around passing the football. That time, the running game didn't suit them so well.
Not so well, but they have to do it every so often. You have to be able to control the pass rush a little bit, make them somewhat hesitant before they come and get your quarterback. At least have the illusion that you have a running game.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Let's go. Mike.
To throw on 2nd down, Stanley. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Express nothing.
Here we go. 10 logo. Hey, wahoo!
45, Mike, 45. Ricky. 45. Mike, 45. Who that? Tight dog. Watch that.
Ready?
On 1st down, Stanley. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The 49-yard line.
Go. Switch.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Myles Garrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
In your face.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57.
Stop your whining.
Mike's 57, 57.
They'll look to throw here. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Look at me, zipper.
Check 45 to Mike.
Hey, exit.
45 to Mike. Oh, you got deep? 45, 45, 45, Mike. 45.
2nd and 3. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a first carry for their fullback. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
What you got, baby? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. 40 Bravo. Watch the screen. 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 Check 45.
Get it.
From the gun, Stanley. And he's got it. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Next to score, Beats 10. Express nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
San Antonio, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's go now. Check the outlaw. Get that ball. Get that ball. Check that.
This is Cohen, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Pass on second down. Incomplete on the throwaway. It's now third down and 9 yards to go.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. He'll drop to throw. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Now back to throw. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now Cohen. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On second down, it's Cohen, and this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down.
Brings up third down and 6.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Ready, set.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Looking to throw on second down. Stanley. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Switch. Check.
Hey!
Check. Hot. Watch the safety creep. Jim.
Yeah. Snap.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
70, Indy. Topper. Hey, Sue.
To throw on second down. Stanley looking for Campbell downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Complete to Washington. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. On first down, he'll drop to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown for Davis.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treated like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
45, 45, 45. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
On 1st and 10, Stanley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
45 to Mike, 45 to Mike.
Back to throw. Stanley. Throw left side complete. It's Moore. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
A gain of 17 yards, but it's third down.
Ready. 10-2 stop.
Off the run.
Hey, orbit.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8.
Hey. Smooth. Ready, go.
Operating from the gun. Stanley. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Go now. Stick to your oar.
Rack. Watch the ship. Hey.
Greystone, Travis.
Ship. Hey, alert 3. Watch the twist. Hey, check 24.
Be driven.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Get it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. They get the sack on the blitz, but it was 3rd and inches. Are you surprised like I am they weren't running the football there?
I'm right there with you. I would have thought at worst. Quarterback sneak, try and pick up the first down and move on. But instead, I think they thought they could catch him by surprise and maybe hit something deep.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Watch the screen. Watch twist. Watch twist.
You draw quarters.
45. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Got you, boy.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. 10 logo.
58, right there. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
2.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Strip the
Snap.
Looking to throw. Stanley. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready up.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Pick it up.
6-6. Pull it high.
Show it out. Show it out. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Kill, kill, kill.
Let go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stanley, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. From the gun, Stanley. And he's got his target. That's more. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready, ready.
45 for Mike. Here we go. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Everyone, you got 4 down. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Here we go.
Ready, ready.
Operating from the gun, Stanley. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Tighten up.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal.
That's trash. Under 10. 10. Deuce. Pick that.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys continue to pour it on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check. Cross.
On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off the toss, Cohen. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
Ready. And read. Squeeze double. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's left.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Two times. Out. 5 down. Stand up in. Watch out.
first down. Cohen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Ready? Mike 57.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Back to throw here. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Got it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
Hey, watch the slant.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Get it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Ertz has it left side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Check 13. Check 13. Shoot. Shoot. Check. Check. Now. Check. Slam. Slam. Slam.
Now a handoff looking right. And some room to run now. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Wilson on the keeper.
Line 90.
45, Mike, 45. Watch the out. Watch the out.
And they take a knee.
Wilson on the keeper.
The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease. Robbed home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't they?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one isn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on. So for Brooklyn, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Oakland to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.